Fucking Shadow's got like your grade A white supremacist, white nationalist haircut now. You know, the shaved side with the comb over.
Okay, you're the second person to tell me it gives neo-Nazi vibes. I got it because fucking Thomas Shelby, okay?
I'm just waiting for that Roman salute to come out on camera, and then we'll see what happens.
No, don't worry, the lighting is horrible. I am just a sheet of white because of my window.
Dude, you're probably a sheet of white no matter what.
Yeah.
Well,
just be glad that can't spam yaoi in voice chat.
That's true.
Big sheet of white, that's just this podcast.
No, it's,
Yeah, see, look at this motherfucker. This motherfucker looks like he's about to go to a rally.
Shadow, do me a favor. Say big smile. Big smile.
No.
Big smile. Don't lie. Just say big smile a lot.
I think he should say Bluetooth.
Can you sing Erica?
I don't know what that means. I don't want to know what it means.
Sing Erica
I
for us.
fucking hate you guys.
Bro, I didn't even get to clip fucking Metro giving his speech with Erica playing in the background because the Erica volume was too low.
What was that? Oh god, I was watching. What the fuck? I was watching something and they were playing different songs, and I'm like, when they get to Germany, I know they're gonna play Erica. And sure enough, that's what? Oh god, I watch too much shit on YouTube. I lose track of what I'm watching.
There's a Conquistador Platypus plushie.
Get the fuck out of here.
Okay, two words that I thought would never link together ever in the history of any language.
That was a whole new sentence.
Now I have to look it up.
Conquistador.
Apparently,
Platypus.
Paradox is releasing a plushie, and it's just it's a fucking platypus conquistador.
Erica.
Oh shit, it's real.
Does it do your Mexican heart some good?
Oh, there's more than one. Hold on.
You got a fucking Kaiser.
Oh, God.
Fucking Kaiser one. Look
He
at
just got-
that's-
he just got a new collection thing to collect now.
They got a fucking Kaiser platypus.
Well, I know. I fucking.
Hold the fuck
Do they
up.
have a Bismarck one?
I would assume so. Hold on, I gotta put this on screen, on the other screen.
I know where combat's next like hour or two of money's going. Like next paycheck goes.
Dude, I got so much shit to pay for. It's not even funny.
Yes, because you have an addiction.
Just stop smuggling in Japanese World War II mortar rounds, okay?
Bro, no, I can't. They delisted it. They wouldn't let me buy it.
Start buying World War II German mortars.
I can find those all day long. Dude, you can find German fucking Nazi shit left and right. The Japanese stuff, everybody and their mom tries to fucking scoop it up.
Just buy an MG42 and set up a.
There we go.
Border.
There we go. There's the platypus. Everybody should get one.
It's so fucking cute. So fucking stupid.
I need one. I need a fucking... Yeah, the Conquistador one looks alright.
The way you say it is Easter.
Yeah. Oh, there's a Musketeer plushie too.
Oh, really? Like
Yeah.
the Kaiser one looks so polite.
Yeah, I know. He's even got like the little traditional mustache.
Wait. Speaking of little traditional mustaches, have you looked that up yet?
Huh?
Do they have a plushie of a guy with a little mustache?
I bet you I could find one on Etsy.
I bet you could.
I mean, it is Paradox. They literally make genocide simulators. I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, I was right. I was right.
Wait, what?
Ah. And it's sold out.
What's sold out?
I'll show you. Hang on. We're gonna show everybody.
Is there a fucking Hitler plastic?
Yeah. I'm gonna show everyone.
Fucking Hitler.
And it's
No
sold out.
shot.
It's sold out. You can't even buy one. That thing is so popular.
Oh, okay, I thought it was a fucking Paradox. Okay. That's not what I thought it was. Fucking hell, combat. You can't fish me.
It's even better. It's Hitler in a maid outfit.
I was gonna say, what the fuck is he wearing?
A bustier. Or
I mean, there is an honor hole in there.
Hitler in
Jesus
hell
Christ.
screaming.
I don't
Hell
I don't know if I want to say that Etsy is based now or
Fucking Hitler in hell screaming as some Turkish motherfucker uses a doll of him as an oil.
Jesus Christ.
What was the thing about Hitler screaming in hell as a German twink is railed by a fucking Turkish
Oh, here you go.
clan, like that?
That is literally fucking Shrek in like 6 years if he finds a date. Fucking hell.
Oh my god! I would say that kind of looks like my granddaughter. When she was,
That and I wouldn't be surprised either if it was your granddaughter. I could just see you buying something like that, be like, here you go.
Just to piss her mother off.
She comes home, like you were babysitting her for the day. She comes home, she's like tucked in bed, and her new favorite toy is a fucking Hitler doll.
My granddaughter already wants to move down here with us. She's tired of Chicago.
Oh, that's why. Chicago.
Yeah.
At least it's not Detroit.
But Detroit got now a football team, not like Chicago, so...
Alright, so I figured one of y'all was gonna start railing about Destiny. Or something about Destiny getting railed, I don't know.
Not really. I don't care about him anymore. He's fun to laugh at, but...
Actually, what I'm laughing at is the left world freaking out about our future Attorney General.
You mean not Matt Gaetz?
Yeah. Trust me, she's going to be 10 times meaner than Matt Gaetz.
Oh, what's her name? Pam Bondi?
Yeah, Pam Bambi.
Pam Bambi?
If you know who Grady Judd is, Grady Judd thought the world of Pam Bondi. She is absolutely brutal when it comes to prosecuting, especially anything to do with children.
That's at least a good thing, I hope.
Yeah, she's they're trying to say that she's she's a rhino. No, she's not. Not even close.
I mean,
Right?
to be fair, there have been already a couple rhino appointments, or at least in talks.
Exactly. What's that guy? Assistant medical or something like that. The son of a bitch was going on about masking and getting 3 boosters and all that bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm like, are we seriously considering this guy?
To be fair, I think it would be almost impossible for him to get an entire cabinet that isn't, compromised in one way or the other, right?
I mean, even he's technically compromised because his cabinet is his cabinet is predominantly 90s Democrats, which is something I find absolutely laughable. That the state of the country is so fucking bad, conservatives need to turn to former progressives because of how insane our overlords for the last 10 years have been.
90s Democrat at this point wouldn't be a bad thing. And I can't believe I'm saying that, but I would take that over the progressive insanity.
They would call Bill Clinton a right-wing neo-Nazi.
Exactly.
I'm to the right of Genghis Khan, and I don't believe in half measures, so I'm still concerned. Honestly, I'm at the point where if we don't have a fucking civil war in January, I'm thinking Trump, like the whole plan was to make Trump dictator. That's at the point where I'm at.
Well, if he starts getting measured for gold armor, we know which route he's going.
I'm just saying, like all the people, and I know we've talked about this before about all the people that are screaming about civil war. It would not be good.
Oh, it would be fucking horrible.
No, it'd be uglier than shit.
But that was one of the reasons that
I mean, the people screaming about civil war are, living in a city, heavily regulated, no access to, I don't know,
that's part of
farming or equipment or whatnot. So it would be over pretty much as soon as it began.
That's why I stopped listening to Tim Pool, because every fucking episode he was sitting there screeching about civil war, civil war, civil war, civil war. I was like, bro. Put your fucking murder boner away.
I remember getting.
At some point, it becomes a fetish.
Yeah.
Well, the problem was
taking off that fucking beanie, taking a shit in it, and putting it back on his head.
The problem was that at one point, like, his hardcore audience was starting to parrot it nonstop, and it was nonstop. And I was just like, yeah, this is just the right-wing version of, you know, the Young Turks type of shit.
Yeah, it's basically what he's become.
Okay, so the speaking of, I don't know how many people I've had to verbally bitch slap about. Oh man, Shane Yeager's getting based. No, he's not. He's freaked out and he's grifting. Okay, he doesn't know which way to turn, so he's going to try to pull this. Well, I'm going back to the center, and we need to heal bullshit.
Well, that's.
He's claiming to be the center the whole time.
I see, and people talking about Anna Kasparian going, "Oh, Anna's right wing now, or she's being red pilled, this, that, and the other." She is not right anything. She just wants. She just wants the crime to go back down, and I guarantee she'd be spouting progressive policy all day long.
Anna is literally what is a Republican but a Democrat that's been mugged.
Yeah, there you go.
That's literally Anna right there.
Yeah, except she wasn't mugged; she was humped by a homeless man.
Yeah.
Well, we probably won't ever know exactly where she lines up on things, but depending on I could see certain experiences that she's described having pushing her more. If we're talking not right-left in regards to the American political dichotomy, right-left in regards to the morals and philosophy, where right-wing basically means stop the progress for a couple of minutes to think about what we're doing. From that context, she might be shifting more right as opposed to being a batshit crazy progressive. Whether or not she's ever gonna vote red or have certain sentiments that we would consider right-wing, no fucking clue.
No.
But I think many of these people, there's grifters, but I think many of these people, as they're starting to realize, this is bad, are starting to shift away from the just progress, which is the primary characteristic of the left. Whereas right-wingers recognize maybe the old ways had some good values, we should stick with that.
Well, that's the problem with progressives, is that progressive policy would work in a perfect world. We don't live in a perfect fucking world. So
I guarantee if what happened to Anna had happened the day before Election Day, she wouldn't have voted a damn bit different.
No.
These people cannot connect shit that happens with shit they vote for. They literally cannot make that mental connection.
Nope.
They will. I guarantee she might have voted Trump to kind of ha ha ha, I'll show you. But that's it. I bet she voted Democrat the rest of the ticket.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. And I know I harp on this all the fucking time. I don't understand, and this sort of intersects with the Destiny shit, why you have so many people that would throw away their convictions in order to join that far left progressive bubble, unless they're just trying to boost their careers. That is literally the only thing I can think of.
There was a woman, I can't remember her name. It's Dr. something or other. She's got a really annoying voice, kind of a homely, dark-haired woman who suddenly just woke up and went right wing. And everybody's going, dude, check it out. I'm like, dude, it's a grift. It's a grift.
You're talking about Lauren Southern?
No, God. No.
I'll try to find her while we're talking, but literally, and I'm like, dude, just watch her. She's gonna snap. She's not gonna be able to keep it up forever. And sure enough, she was spring loaded into the lefty position, and she went right back to it first chance she got. And I was like, because it drove her view numbers up. What the hell is her name?
That's why that's another one. All these people, Lauren Southern's, conserva mommy type. What the fuck is wrong with you people?
Too many people, because somebody is quote unquote famous, or based on some people, Lauren's case, attractive. They cannot see past certain physical issues.
She may be fucking attractive, but that woman is known for shitty decisions. So I guess that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yeah, like showing up to Destiny's house with a pack of straws.
Dude, but they've been talking about that
And the
for
bull.
years. They're like, oh, Destiny fuck Lauren Southern. Destiny fuck Lauren Southern. No, it didn't happen. No, it didn't happen. No, it didn't happen. Didn't happen. Nope. And now all of a sudden, oh yeah, it may have happened. And then you still have like his fucking cult, because that's exactly what it fucking is. That'll sit there and be like, oh yeah, we already knew. We don't care. It's like,
Yeah, because they're a bunch of filthy fucking degenerates. They don't have morals, they have banners. As long as you wave the correct banner, doesn't matter who you are. They would defend a fucking pedophile. They would go to bat for a actual, we have video evidence of them fucking a kid. They would defend that pedophile if that pedophile waves the correct banner. Because they don't have morals.
well, that's just
look
fucking...
at Blue Sky and
Look
see
at Blue
that.
Sky.
Yeah, literally both of us. Yeah, go look at Blue Sky.
First thing Elon Musk does, get rid of the fucking kiddie porn. First thing that happens to Blue Sky when the leftists flee, or Mastodon, as well as the other one, gets filled up with fucking kiddie porn. General bastards.
Close.
And your shit is coming, Weezy.
Huh?
And your shit is coming.
Oh, how did you know? It's actually one stop away.
I decided to go to HEB again.
Never mind.
It's a creepy superpower.
I'm the next stop. Sorry.
Okay, then take off the headset and go and stand by the window.
Yeah, I'm trying to fix my fucking chat box. The thing has been fucked up.
Just go stand staring out the window with one of your cutlasses.
I'm not trying to get... Well, yeah, I mean, I could.
No,
Would that
stand there
really
with a
get you in
spoon.
trouble?
Stand there with a
Out there?
spoon.
Get out there with the husky holding the katana.
You should stick your
No.
nose to the window. Just like cram your face right up to the window. That'd be hilarious.
And then start licking it.
And
Yeah, and start licking it. Maybe putting that package down real slow, like don't make any sudden
Ooh.
movements. Like a freaking T-Rex.
Yeah, set it
Its
down
vision is
slowly.
based on movement.
Set it slower. Slower.
put the lotion on its skin.
We're gonna give up.
Yeah, I broke I broke my chat box. I don't know how. God damn it. Alright, I think I fixed it.
Are we allowed to talk about how fucking hyped the recent model releases for 40k are? And 30k? And
No.
Fantasy? No?
Let's talk about Trench Crusade, that great fucking release.
No.
Oh dear.
Listen, Trench Crusade is an interesting one because I'm interested how far that money will go. Because I'm willing to bet the majority of it will go to manufacturing the book, manufacturing the campaign book, paying for commissions, and paying for the manufacturer to ship out the physical models. And after that, poof,
But I
it's
didn't think
gone.
they were physical models. I thought they were just sending 3D printer files.
Well, there are STLs, and then there's also physical models. But even if they have 3D printers, that's a fuck ton of minis they're going to have to make over a period of time.
Right, exactly.
Well, what I
Also-
heard from the partner manufacturer they partnered with is effectively just Hubside, and for a long time there were complaints about shitty print quality and mismatched prints and whatnot. What you expect from such an operation?
So what you're telling me is we had some people who had a very interesting idea with very poor business and social skills and a little bit of anti-Christianity virus on the mind, resulting in what was a very cool potential idea turning into what Trench Crusade has become.
Well, I mean, just think back the first Kickstarter they did and how delayed the fulfillment of that was, about half a year delayed or so. So-
I'm gonna be honest, I haven't followed Trench. I was hyped for the release of the game back in April. Or whenever it was out. when it first like got big, and then that shit involving Feral happened. I saw some of the stuff in the Discord. I was still gonna play, just pirate everything and use Roll20, but then why would I engage with this when I can make my own? And I've been doing that.
Well, I mean, Trench Crusade is just, in my opinion, the fulfillment, the miniature agnostic miniature game mindset is just, well, lefties wishful thinking versus the real world and the realities. And from what I heard, they're counter to pirating the STLs or enterprising individuals underselling the official marketplace is just asking very nicely but very strongly.
So I want to respond to something about someone's questioning the anti-Christianity aspect of it, and that's I didn't think it was until the creators' politics started to leak more into the open.
Same.
When originally they were like, oh, I don't talk about this shit, right? And then once the shit actually hit the fan, then it turned into one of those things like, all right, they're not a big fan of religion. Let me put it that way.
Which is irony supreme, given the subject.
Exactly. And
I thought it was
Like,
just
here's
gonna be
demons, but like we're not really into religion. Bitch, where do you think demons come from?
same thing with
No,
Franchina.
Yeah. And that's
Bizarre.
where I think I also remember some people like sharing some details about the lore. This was like fucking months ago, so my memory is not the best. But someone was telling me they began like adding to the lore in ways that made the Christians look more evil. To try to like both sides are bad, when one side are literal fucking demons from the pits of hell, and then the other side are the humans trying to resist them.
Yeah, I literally thought it was just going to be a straight up good versus evil fight. I'm like, okay, that sounds cool.
Yeah.
I'm down with that.
Yeah, like there's moral gray. There's gray in the fact of like, if you have to do if you have to do evil things to survive in a cruel world, is it even worth living? That's a fun discussion to have, but ultimately, this should not be a setting where you go Christianity bad because daddy took me there and didn't let me play video games when I was a kid. Oh, combat's gone.
I'm here.
I think his package arrived. He got all excited.
Yep.
And he has the headset, so just
But
keep talking.
Yeah, like I said, literally, I thought it was going.
Yeah,
to
he's
be,
gone. Can't stop us now.
I thought it was going to be okay. Humans fighting back against the fort. Think of like Doom, kind of thing. Humans are fighting against the forces of hell, and the other, the heaven side has decided, okay, we're going to have to get involved now, but not directly. Sort of. I don't know, like Sisters of Battle level stuff, where you can perform miracles or, living saints and stuff like that. Instead, it just turned into, oh my god, look at me, look at what an edgelord I am.
And I mean, like, people were like going, oh, well, look at this, they have like crucifixes nailed on them, or look at this like torture they did to themselves. So?
Okay, so you're telling me that, yeah, there are no Catholics that, self-flagellation?
Well, like, further, in the real world, given the fact that hell is real in this world, it stands to reason that the things that Christians did IRL to counter the threats of hell would work. For instance, it was believed that if you had, I think it was migraines or concussion or something, like some kind of head trauma, it was believed that that was a demon possessed in your brain. And so what they would do is they would make the shape of a crucifix, and they would hammer out your skull to get the demon out. And if you died, then the demon just decided to take you to hell with them. But if you lived, praise be to God. Within the context of Trench Crusade, where demons are fucking yo, samurai.
Well, as long as they don't have the cross of Jerusalem, we'll be okay.
Oh, that'll set him off.
The next will be a body pillow for Wizzy.
Alright, I got one. It's called Shadow.
I was gonna make a joke
about this,
but you ruined it. Yeah, so if you establish that the forces of hell are real, that the angels are real, that God is real, and then you don't explicitly go, oh, by the way, the other aspects of Christian theology are not true, then all of the stuff the Christians were doing is legit. You give moral credence to what the Christians were doing historically because you have made their religion 100% confirmably real within the rhetorical argument of your setting. So you could also bring it, so within that context, dragons exist and they are living embodiments of hellfire until said otherwise, because you were saying that the Christian mythology is 100% canon. And yet these fucking developers didn't even think that far.
Well, no, again, like was said, oh, well, we got to make both sides bad somehow. We can't have good side, bad side, because, you know, we have to be morally ambiguous. It's like, no. How about no?
I'm just saying, if Reddit supports it, then I don't like it. So,
well, it's the brainchild of, or not the brainchild, but the logical conclusion of the Reddit atheist edgy teenager.
Yeah, that's...
Demons are bad, but the Catholics are also bad. But I am a big-brained atheist, and I can say no to both of them.
Woohoo!
But there is no middle ground. There's no way there could be a middle ground in this setting. As been said, the angels are real, hell is real, heaven is real, demons are real. What middle ground do you have? What are you going to say? Well, I'm actually still an atheist. Dude, you just watched a demon eat somebody's brain. How can you be?
They want to make a proto-communist atheist faction.
The
Redditors.
My book finally came in.
No. Wait, what does that say?
Can't read the cover, sorry.
Uniforms and equipment of the Imperial Japanese Army in World War II.
Nice.
And now he's gone reading his book and reorganizing his Japanese bookshelves.
How do you know?
Metro is your stream now.
I mean, there's so much more they could have done with the whole thing. Like, okay, yeah, literally, you know, belief in a higher power could hold back things. You know, again, they could have turned to 40K and said, okay, we have a good basis here that we could work off of. You know, i.e., again, the Sisters of Battle.
And if they wanted to go into the moral gray of, like, examples of Christianity not necessarily being the best thing, do what Season 1 of Castlevania did. Like, that show gets very fucking edgy, I will admit that. But, Blue Fang...
That show shit the fucking bed, is what it did.
Oh, it absolutely did, but Season 1 was good, and I'll die on that hill. Blue Fang, or whatever...
All 4 episodes of it.
What was that?
Well, Shadow,
I said all 4 episodes of it. There's only 4 episodes of Season 1. After that, it kind of went... But no, I'm with you there, because Blue Fang calls out the super hypocritical preacher guy, and is like, yeah, we love you, because you are, like, the embodiment of what we stand for, which is hypocrisy and moral grandstanding and fake BS. Like, it was like, oh, okay, maybe this is gonna turn out good. No, everybody's bad and has ulterior motives.
So, like, just... Hell, 40K had that before they decided to get really fucking edgy with episode 3 of The Tides. You have some individuals are selfish, manipulative bastards. Like, you have that in the fucking Sabbat War. Like, I'm listening to Arch's Sabbat War, and you've got, like, people who are legitimately doing good, like the Tanith, like the Armenian armor and Armenian armor, or whatever they're called. And then you've got jackasses.
Ooh, the Vitrians. I love the Vitrians.
Yeah. Or like the one general from the Volpone on Helgat.
Oh, the Volponi. Yeah, literally the Volponi are just pieces of shit. Pretty much every minute of them. Oh, welcome. Ask me how I feel about the Volponi Blue Bloods.
Gotcha. Yeah, exactly.
Well, Sturm is a great example. Like, there's literally a whole book from, like, you know, hunting his ass down because he's gonna give up secrets to the literal bad guys. Like, it's a thing.
Example. You have the apparatus of the Imperium is objectively a force for good. Why? Because they're stopping the wholesale genocide, slaughter, enslavement, mass orgy rape of humanity, but then you have specific individuals with so much power that they fuck up entire things. If Trench Crusade wants to get into the moral gray of the setting, you do the whole humanity is like overarching, humanity is good, devils and the devil worshippers are evil, and then you go small scale focus on specific zones where you can have examples of like Christian bishops doing not good things but justifying it with religion, which that is a thing that has happened, and then you give examples of individuals who worship the devils still doing fucked up evil things, but hey, they kind of have a point. And you get your moral gray that way. But they're too fucking stupid to see that.
See, I'm not going to see any point because I don't see ever any point to, oh, well, you know, they're worshiping Satan and the devils, but they've got a point. No, they don't. You know, you
have a cool aesthetic.
There's no point. Yeah, I don't care how good their trip is.
Well, and people forget that the whole point of the appeal to woke hammer types is that they see I can't remember the faction's name, the one that's like the uber so-called Catholic one where they're like they've got the meta-Christs and stuff. I forget the name of that one, but
the Pilgrims.
Yeah, the Pilgrims. As far as the wokies are concerned, it's not that Trench Crusade is supposed to disprove religion. It's that it's making fun of you. It's showing how zealotous you guys are in real life.
Forgetting that there would literally be a reason in the setting to be a zealot.
Right.
You know, it's like, I don't know, maybe that demon over there that's crouched on top of that building eating people's brains, that might be why I'm a zealot. You know, crazy shit.
And then the Wookiee will like look over at them, you know, with like the hands nailed to various weapons and stuff, and they'll be like, look, that's making fun of you. That's what you guys are like.
I guess they've never seen the people in the Philippines that literally crucified themselves.
Yep.
I'm not saying right or wrong, but, you know.
I love
they take their Catholicism seriously.
And in the initial Kickstarter, they mentioned that both sides have heroes, and I have yet to see an example of how the forces of hell have anything heroic about them.
Well, yeah, exactly. And it's still that well, you know, we got to see both sides. No, we don't. You're allowed to have a bad guy. You know, you're allowed. I thought of something really cool. Picture like a pope that has literally been knelt in prayer at the tomb of St. Peter for like 300 years. He's literally made a bubble around Vatican City. And and he's just, that's all he's done. He's been locked almost like in a stasis prayer. Yeah, I know it smacks a little bit of the Golden Throne, but...
No, it's cool.
You know, that's the only thing holding them back is literally... But they can't elect another pope because, well, he's still there. So the church is in crisis. So, you know, just weird shit like that you could come up with that would add a little bit of flavor.
But that would require them to understand Catholic dogma, Catholic tradition, and not just, oh, it's a cross, it's bad.
Mm-hmm.
I love that Metro brought this up, because I remember when Arch did like the one and only lore video he did on Trench Crusade, he brought up a fact that I kicked myself for not remembering. So they say Trench Crusade starts in the First Crusade, right?
Correct.
When the Templars
around the 1090s, right?
1099 or something like that.
Yeah.
Around the 1090s, if I recall correctly.
The Templars were founded after the First Crusade, after the foundation of the Kingdom of Jerusalem, to protect pilgrims. So, in the context of Trench Crusade, you never would have had a Templar order to have released hell. So either there's something about that history that was going to be expanded upon, which is what I originally thought when Arch made that video, and then the more and more came out about the creators, the more I realized they just bought into the whole Kingdom of Heaven bullshit.
Yep.
That was a good movie.
Are evil. No, good movie, very good movie, very well-made movie.
Yeah.
Bastardizes the history of the Crusader states. Absolutely, but not enough people randomly dying of plague or what was clearly assassination going on. Also, Salah ad-Din was way too fucking honorable for the damn desert rat that he was.
But yeah,
it's still a cool movie.
Well, what somebody's like, oh my God, I can't believe you guys, you don't actually believe that stuff. I said, I have a St. Christopher medal that my mother had blessed by a bishop. She mailed to me before I deployed to Panama. I still have it. I still wear it. Would you believe it does anything? Let's just say, yes, I believe. I'm still here. I shouldn't be, but I'm still here. So something has been keeping an eye on me. Whatever in the universe has been given that crappy role. Hey, you got to keep that one alive. Oh my, no, please. Can I do something easy? Like, I don't know.
No, not that one.
Exactly, not that one.
Yes, the knocking, the knocking under the hood of your car.
It's like in a game where you have the different assignments that are different difficulty levels, and you're at the top, and your poor guardian angel and St. Christopher are like, no, please, no.
Yes, the knocking in your car when you're going too fast is your guardian angel trying to get out.
Look,
mine smokes heavily. I guarantee.
I have a story. I have a story.
Ooh, story time. I like stories.
So
story time with Wheezy.
I grew up going to a private school, basically, non-denominational Christian, right? And I was always a shit heel after high school.
No.
And then
who would have thought?
I know, right? And then one day I was driving home, and I was in traffic, and I was like, "Oh, I'm stopping on the railroad tracks, right?" So there was a car, there was the light, the freeway, the light, and then two cars in front of me, the railroad tracks. And I remember sitting there, and I was just like, man, I really shouldn't sit on these railroad tracks. Like, this is a bad idea. And, I still had my little car, so I put it in reverse, I backed up, got off the railroad tracks. There was another car that was on the tracks with me at the same time. And then that car saw me pull backwards to get off the tracks. So he did the same thing. He or she, I don't remember who it was. It was another person in traffic. And then not even 3 or 4 minutes later, fucking train comes barreling through the crossing. The arms didn't go down. There was no blinking. There was no flashing lights. No nothing. And I remember sitting there going, huh. All right.
Holy crap.
That's because a hint and a half in your ass.
And the person next to me, the guy was looking at me like, what the fuck? And I was like...
I mean, I have questions, Easy.
Huh.
How the fuck did you have a license?
Bro, I was heavy in the car scene back in the day. I mean now I'm not, because I realize it's a waste of money.
From where I'm from...
Yeah, you're wasting your money on something else.
The quintessential thing they teach you about rail crossing is you only go onto the rails when you have a clear way off it. You're not driving on and then waiting for the other fuckers from before you to fuck off the way.
I mean, look, you've never
stupid.
You've never driven in Houston. Traffic laws are more like guidelines, and I get lucky every day that I'm not dead whenever I go to work. So I'm just saying.
I can vouch for the traffic laws in Houston absolutely being. Bro, if you want to, sure, give it a shot.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it's one of those things.
When I almost got rammed into leaving the ramp out of the rental car place at Hobby Airport. And I'm pulling out because I lucked out and they didn't have my car. So I ended up with a Camaro convertible. I know, poor me, right?
Ooh.
You're really suffering.
I was hurting bad.
See that.
But all of a sudden
it was an automatic. It was hurtful.
It was an automatic because all the rentals over here pretty much are. But
you can't drive and you can't know, and you don't know the rules of the road.
All of a sudden I hear, "Oh, I can drive a stick. That's not a problem."
No, that's just the general.
But all of a sudden I hear, "Bwomp, bwomp," and there is a truck behind me with, I swear to God, Longhorn steer horns on the hood. And written backwards so I could see it in my mirror is "Move the fuck out of the way." And I'm like, Jesus Christ, what is with this city, man?
I know that guy. That's my uncle.
I was gonna say, I figured you probably knew who the fucker is.
I thought it was you.
Nah.
I thought that was you harassing CDAT.
I mean, I may have at one point. Dude, I drive aggressive as fuck because of where I live. You have to. You literally have to. Otherwise, people will...
I feel like we may have very different definitions of aggressive, given that how my mother drives.
Oh, no. Just... Houston...
I legitimately have trauma. I cannot sit in shotgun with someone else driving without freaking the fuck out if something starts moving fast on the right side.
Houston is literally the first city. I mean, you got to understand, these people have a downtown that's split in half.
Yeah.
There's
I'm just saying.
and then there's another downtown. You can actually see between them.
Yep.
It's like,
that's weird.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm looking at that going, okay, I'm in Texas, don't. I'm in a state that has turned a gas station into a super Walmart. Which, we got 3 of them now in Florida, and I fucking love them, man.
Buc-ee's is fantastic.
Buc-ee's is, and everybody's like, oh, it's stupid. I've never.
Oh, I've had
have
their.
You been to one? No.
I've not been to one, but a cousin brought me back one of their brisket sandwiches, and it was amazing.
The beaver bites.
You need the beaver nuggets.
Yeah, the beaver bites.
Oh.
When America goes to shit and everything like falls apart, 100 years later, there will be a pantheon in Texas consisting of the Christian God, whichever quarterback was for the Cowboys then, all gun manufacturers, and Bucky. And fucking Bucky.
Well, you gotta understand, Buc-ee's will actually be, that'll be the last bit of civilization that falls in Texas. It'll be a Buc-ee's. It'll be the last
Jerry Jones dying.
Fucking Bucky's.
Yep.
It will literally be...
It won't be Jerry Jones dying.
No, but when it falls, the last human left alive in Texas will be at a Buc-ee's.
Probably.
Eating beaver nuggets.
Probably. Can't confirm.
Buc-ee's will be the only thing keeping America alive.
That'll be the new White House, will be a Buc-ee's.
Yeah,
So
forget the eagle, forget the donkey and the elephant. It'll just be Bucky.
I'm curious.
So Buc-ee's is Voltec confirmed.
Hold on. If there's a Buc-ee's, if there's a confederation of Buc-ee's, I'm curious what that would look like on a map of Texas. Buc-ee's is strong points.
Just be the state map of Texas.
Yeah.
Their influence grows because there's like a chain of them going up the East Coast, but not far enough for me to justify a drive yet.
Yeah, the closest one to me is about 60 miles away. My wife wants to make a pilgrimage because she's never been there.
See, we're already calling it pilgrimage.
It's amazing.
It is a religion now.
I'm unfortunately in Oklahoma, and apparently the owner of Buc-ee's is hated by many Oklahoma lawmakers, so they'll never make a Buc-ee's here.
I'm gonna start the Order of the Beaver.
I don't know.
That's just lesbians, bro.
I was gonna say, I think I saw that at a strip club once.
Yeah. Also,
Then you have to invite Swanee.
Night of the Beaver.
Map. Where the fuck is Austin on this map?
You don't know?
In the middle.
I'm completely fucking blunt. Wait, no, that's not Austin.
So there'll be Knights of the Beaver. You'll have the
Sisters of the Beaver.
You'll have the bush. The bear.
Oh, there it is.
And the strip.
Yeah. Okay, so unironically, Central Texas with strong points at DFW, Houston, and San Antonio would be Buc-ee's territory. With Austin being kind of like a no-go zone, given all the fucking leftists.
Austin is already a fucking no-go zone.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
For the Buc-ee's alliance. For the holy alliance of the Buckies.
Like, I avoid Austin like the plague.
I only had to go once.
Oh,
I wonder if
that
it'll
was
be like
terrible.
the new Chick-fil-A, where lefties just start hating it just because we like it.
Probably.
Yeah. No, they hate it because it's Christian, not just because we like it.
Well, that too.
I am gonna go to Austin once because there's an actual Los Pollos Hermanos there, and I want to eat there.
The last time I was in Austin is when I got my tattoo done. And that was like 15 years ago. That's... If I have to go through Austin, I will go around Austin. Because if you think Houston traffic is bad, Austin traffic is 100 times worse.
Well, yeah, it's leftists.
I mean, their freeways go under each other and over each other at the same time. It's fucking weird.
Okay, I think I told you, Weezy, when I went to turn in my rental car at the airport, the roads were so convoluted that literally my GPS had a stroke.
Oh, but it's still like that. I mean,
I literally was driving down the road. All of a sudden I see this knot of roads, and then my GPS just blanked out.
Yep.
I'm like, what?
Jesus.
And you can't put signs up within half a mile for where the rental cars are because they were doing construction on the airport. And you can't put signs up to where the rental cars are because somebody said that's advertising and you're not allowed to advertise near the airport.
Yeah. Meanwhile, fucking, who was it? Lee Brown, I think, one of the former mayors, ended up putting a fucking big-ass billboard at the airport with his face on it. Fucking...
Yeah, that was okay, though.
$500,000 fucking billboard, yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously the aristocracy inherently has superior validity to claims than the proles and the proletariat.
But I'm like, how do I... Because it's construction, so everything's rerouted. I'm like, how do I find where to turn in the rental car? Well, it's over there. It's over there. I about ran into it. That's the only reason I found, like, Avis or whatever.
You see that?
See that?
Whenever you're driving in Texas, just know there is construction, and what you do is you pray to Bucky for safe passage. It is like the fucking Astronomicon in Warhammer. Our roadways are like the warp.
No, Bucky's abandoned me. Bucky abandoned me. He's like, oh, I ain't got nothing for you here, bro.
See that? Just upgrade. Just upgrade your rental to, I don't know, a 55 or an M1 Avon, and then put the rental on a trailer behind it.
I mean, it's not the worst idea. I mean, there's 2 armor posts in Texas, so that wouldn't be impossible.
I mean, just walk in, act confident like you know what you do because you know what to do, and then you have a tank.
Corporal, what? Go over to get me the 2404 on this vehicle. This thing is a goddamn mess. I can't believe. Go over there, get that thing started up. I'll ground guide you over, get him to the gate, and I get the fuck out. It's mine now. Scared
Oh my God.
out of some kid in the motor pool.
And the next time we see the news is see that nicked a tank from the Texas National Guard.
I'd be like that guy that fucking stole the M60 and was like hauling ass in, I think it was LA, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Just driving down the highway.
San Diego. I remember that story.
Yeah. Oh,
That's
I had somebody on X, going back to the Civil War thing, they're like, what are you going to do? We have tanks. I said, you know, the funny thing about tanks is they work for whoever knows how to start them. Oh, you think you do? Uh-huh. Where are you going to get the keys? I'm like, ain't no keys on a tank. You think it calls Chevy to get a replacement?
Well, duh, you just grab the fob. Like, you mug the soldier, you grab the fob, and then you press the start button.
He said there's a padlock that holds the hatch shut. That's it.
Wait, Rune Song, I feel like soldier is I feel like that's a very strong word for what the left wing would be implementing. I feel like lead. I feel like lead bag or a meat bag or something.
No. Who they're stealing the tank from?
Oh yeah.
Fair, valid. That's valid.
But
yeah, in the context of the Civil War, they'd probably be stealing it from a soilger.
Yeah. I said, do you really think that kid's gonna die for a motor pool full of tanks? Just walk up, son. What?
Well, it kills me too because if they do ever pull anything, we are kind of seeing a preview with all of the trans guys who are going around saying like, oh my gosh, I need to get armed, and they're freaking out trying to figure out how to get armed. And I'm like, wow, if this is what the Civil War is going to be like, this is going to be a piece of cake.
Unfortunately, most Civil Wars are the extremists fighting the extremists. It wouldn't be those motherfuckers. But I do love how they'll go into gun stores. They'll try to get a gun, and then they'll be turned away because their mental health isn't good enough. And they're like, they've been complaining for fucking years, we need stricter gun controls. And the moment they go to get guns, they're repulsed because they're fucking insane. I adore that. I love that. I can see that for that.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, oh, well, I mean, isn't there like literally a skit somebody put on YouTube or something about that? About the guy goes to and he goes, I want to get a gun. Okay, I need your driver's license. I had it taken away by the police. Okay, you want to tell me what happened there? Well, I wasn't taking my psychiatric meds. Okay, well, I got some bad news for you, buddy. But how am I going to protect myself against the vast right-wing neo-Nazis? Not getting a gun here. Have a nice day.
By running very fast in the opposite direction.
Or just, like, how about not starting shit? How about that? It's a crazy idea.
What a novel idea.
Right? Just, like... Because, I mean, we've all seen the meltdowns. We've all seen the meltdowns. We've all seen the crazies. We've all seen the... Oh my God, I have to defend myself against these right-wingers. We're not going to bother you.
And then they are buying Taurus and guns.
It's like, we're not going to bother you. I don't care about you. Stay away from my grandkids, and we're cool, okay?
Yeah, but don't you know, as soon as January hits, the end of January, we're going to go rounding them up and putting them into camps. Oh, wait, that's what they wanted to do to COVID deniers.
Uh-huh. Funny how that
what I do find really funny, though, is the moment a civil war breaks out, both sides would immediately recognize the fact that most of warfare is not, in fact, gunfights and looking awesome in front of explosions. It's marching with lots of kit on your back over long periods with minimal water and no AC. Both sides would struggle for the first few months, but one side would come out alive and the other side would keel over dead. It'd be funny.
I do worry that something will happen. It's probably going to be more underhanded than people think. It's not going to be just suddenly a crowd of lefties turning out that have magically obtained gun licenses.
It would absolutely be the It would absolutely be the Antifas and the BLMs and stuff like that. And I give them slightly more credit than most people give them. I do think that they wouldn't just die to a punch like most people seem to think. But honestly, very few people actually know. I mean, CDAT would definitely be able to back this up. Very few people actually know what campaigning is like. The vast majority of Americans are not prepared for a protracted conflict.
No, and that's what cracks you up. It's like the memes that says when you try to get into the house with your $6,000 gun with the special sights and all this, and you get popped by some guy with a $40 shotgun and standing in his underwear and a Daffy Duck t-shirt.
That's what I was talking about earlier with the TikTok shit, right? How apparently now there's a trend or something of kicking in people's doors randomly. That is a surefire way.
I thought that was just the UK.
That's not a good idea.
No, it's starting to happen here now.
Because you remember, in the UK, people were just walking in. They would find unlocked door. Because, the UK for a while was a high-trust society. And then they'd walk in. I guess, that's happening here now.
But yeah, it happened down the road from me a day or two ago. They were just sitting in their living room, and a bunch of teenagers just kicked the door in.
Jeez.
I feel like Brad Pitt. Well, I'm real glad you said that. Oh my God. Okay. Question is, which World War do you want me to use equipment from? I got 1. I got 2. I got some shit from Korea and Vietnam. You let me know, Bubba. You let me know which is most important to you.
I mean, and I've been trying to look into non-firearm options because living near DC, my options are limited.
I've got some.
Yeah, that's true.
There is always a flamethrower.
Very true.
Talk to Elon.
I've got plenty.
Or just make some napalm.
It does stick to kids.
What are your options for muzzle loaders?
Yeah, black powder weapons are considered collectibles, including black powder pistols.
I'll write that down.
Yeah.
And Smoothbores doesn't have rifling.
In most places, State Island is one of those communist, fuck states that considers black powder arms firearms.
And Mr. NSA agent who's listening in, this is purely academic.
Yeah, we're just talking here. Don't worry, you'll have a new boss soon enough. So obviously,
if he still has a job.
Okay, I'm a bit biased. So, what does everybody else think about Hegseth as SecDef?
I mean,
no opinion.
I don't know him very well, but at the moment, I don't mind.
I'm still holding my breath on that. See how that goes.
I have no opinion because I don't know enough about the guy.
I mean, it would kind of like. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I was just going to say that I am though enjoying the freak out over his tattoos.
Yeah, oh God,
his Nazi tattoo. It's like Deus.
Yeah, we can't have like before that they were like, we can't have a guy in charge who has Deus Vult on his arm, and I'm like, yes, please.
God's will.
I'm like.
Also, like the whole cross thing didn't surprise me at all because we're talking about a demographic that can't even tell the difference between the Greek flag and the Israel flag.
Oh God, that was still.
Oh, that was so funny! I can't believe she posted that.
I have rewatched that 6 times.
Oh gosh, every time it's cry laughing.
She's an idiot.
This woman goes up to a Greek restaurant and starts ripping down banners and screaming about justice for Palestine.
And the poor employees there are like, "We're Greek. What the hell?"
Yeah, one dude was straight up like a Greek man, and he was like, "It's Greek," and she's like, "What?" And he's like, "It's Greek," and she's like, "I'm gonna Google it." Oops. And then like, "What, homegirl, please." Oh, embarrassing.
These people are willing to ruin lives over their false perception of reality and how they live in. It's fucking wild.
There's a massive Greek community near where I live. Oh, please come and do it down here. Just please come down here.
Cena sets up a lawn chair. Pops popcorn.
Their city is one of my best customers, so I'd probably get a heads up. Yeah, hey, bro. Yeah, you want to come see this shit, don't you? Yeah, bro. Right over. I'm in real tight with the city manager and everything.
And stuff.
It would be, oh, God. I mean, when you got in a city where every other person's name has way more letters than it has any business doing, you're the Welsh community.
More consonants than vowels.
Oh, yeah. Like,
okay. Could also be Polish.
Or Armenian.
So
if they end with Willy.
Let's just say Smith is the least popular name. Papadopoulos is probably the first.
Oh,
well, the Greeks are just like the Jews. The women either have no. The women are either have big noses or big tits.
Okay, wife's not home, so can confirm. No. Can confirm.
Oh no.
I was gonna say something, but I've decided I'm gonna sit here and eat my candy.
And shut the fuck up.
Yep. You realized you want monetization, correct, Combat?
You won't get it.
Probably not.
Not too bad. Metro and CDAT are here.
I totally off track, but if anybody else is still playing Space Marine 2, try the mod. Try the mods for it. It makes it a whole different game.
Yeah, no, I'm back on the Helldivers bandwagon.
Yeah, I'm already using the Neo Volkite properly.
Has Helldivers gotten its crap together?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They added Volkite? Or
let's just say the mod. Well, it is the actual one. They just went in and found it and said, "Here, we're just going to give it to you right now." But you can also mod things correctly to get like Mark 8 helmets and the right insignias on the right shoulder if you're doing Death Watch. And your weapons actually appear on your body instead of just coming out of thin air when you use them.
Yeah, because I'm trying to think, like, is Volkite something you can get 40k? Because I remember in 30k it's like really freaking good, and then it's just not in 40k for some reason.
I don't know, but it works. That's all I know. That's all I care about.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
that conflagration is freaking based as hell.
Well, Volkite was not a thing until the Primaris came along, so...
Oh, that just one more reason to love the Primaris, right? Right? right?
Volkite was from Horus Heresy.
Yes, but in the mainline, 40k wasn't present.
Lubriderm.
Oh, so wait, it wasn't.
You're telling me Lupercal is his real name?
Jesus, that was embarrassing.
It's been a year, and that'll never get old.
Me seriously?
Oh, don't tell me it's been a year.
Has it really?
I mean, we've only got another year before
Where's the
Shane
time
says
go?
to be a liar. Sure. Oh, sorry. Sorry for talking.
Weezy, stop eating and start contributing.
I'm not. I'm making fun of people on the internet right now.
Yeah, he's on Twitter. He's currently fighting.
Well, guests are basically free entertainment, so...
Yeah. Yeah, just let Metro...
See, he agrees.
Metro and CDAT say something that'll probably get me demonetized, and... Boom,
You're
content.
already demonetized.
Oh, it's true.
Metro.
So I don't even have to do anything. I don't have to do anything.
I mean, I could just turn my camera on and give him my new haircut. That would probably result in demonetization, because apparently I look like a certain group of bad people.
Go ahead.
I don't want to.
Why?
Because, again, the window is just the light of God, because it's a shitty window.
No, go
Well,
ahead.
at least...
The light of God.
Shadow, at least you are glowing like a true fad.
Do it. Quit being a pussy.
If I had a nickel for the number of people calling me a fed over that damn photo, I'd have 2 fucking nickels.
Do it.
I'm calling you a fad because of your haircut.
Do it.
Fine. There, camera's on. There you go. Are you welcome? You happy?
Yep.
It's a very nice haircut.
And then, if combat doesn't mind, I'll grab the picture I took. Actually, no, I'm not going to do that. People can go on Twitter and find it.
No, you don't have to
Damn,
do
we're gonna
anything.
make us work for it.
No,
Yeah, exactly.
you don't have to do nothing. That's fine. I got it.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Easy.
Fuck you. I hate you. I
I was ready.
absolutely hate you.
I had that fucking snipping tool ready to go.
Damn.
I took the fucking bait.
Yeah, it's a fad.
Oh, bro, you should have seen me when my watch was... there was literally one stream I showed up to where I was wearing, like, a plain black t-shirt. I had my watch, and I had, like, my watch, fresh haircut, and I, like... so I walk in, I hop on cam, and then the entire chat is just like, dude, why'd you invite a Fed boy? Just yelling at the host for inviting me on.
I'm back.
Oh my gosh.
I can just tell people I have my own great value, Nick Fuentes.
Timu.
That is one of the worst insults I've got. Actually, to be fair, people... I think it was one of you chucklefucks who called me Harry Sisson recently.
Oh my gosh.
Just don't forget the cum stain on the t-shirt.
Fucking hate all of you.
Dollar store David, dude.
No, wait, no, it wasn't even you guys. It was a different group. Son of a bitch.
Ah, you gave yourself away, Harry.
You all just take turns beating me like a damn punching bag. I forget which group are the ones doing it that day.
You know, I will give you this much, though. You got a really big smile in that picture that we see post.
Fucking hate you.
Okay.
I'm gonna save that one, file it for memes later.
Oh no!
Dollar store Harry Sisson. Okay.
Look, if you want me to go digging, I can He deleted his Discord account, but I'm sure I could find a way to contact him. There's this motherfucker who had a file of my face for memes. Because I would for D&D, I'd have my face cam on, so I could, like, emote and do, hand signals, and I would make some weird-looking faces. He would screenshot them and then just use them for memes. If you want a whole fucking file, I could find that for you.
The one person that actually works as a meme in somewhat meme format is, what's his face? Magenta Man on, X.
You got the Crusader helmet, right?
Yeah,
Or,
yeah.
like, does he post his face at sometimes?
No, just the helmet.
I like him.
And the cats. Don't
And
forget the cats.
Yeah. He's like a based Kaya, however the fuck you say that name.
Oh, Blue Waffle?
Yeah.
Fuck your Blue Waffle.
Gigatwat,
Here's
whatever.
A picture of her. Kind of going back to Trench Crusade, so Combat's gonna be happy. Did everyone see the picture of her at the
Yes.
like, the event with all the Trench Crusade?
Yep.
Isn't she like officially recognized as like a partner or something? Like not a partner.
Yeah,
but
she's like a brand ambassador or some shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, did she get promoted from moderator?
She looked fucking miserable.
That's what they sent to an official fucking event.
Yep.
And what kills me about the Kickstarter tiers is that unless I guess people can argue till they're blue in the face about like whether or not you're actually getting your money's worth, but in order to do that, you would have to print every single faction. Because as far as I can tell, like just from looking at like her little mismatch table there, like if that's all you print, that is not worth the over $300.
And I remember
That's not worth the $50 if you pay for the STLs for one warband.
That's not even worth the physical mini pack.
Yes,
No.
and that's about $60 to $70, I think.
So if Trench Crusade did one thing right, they made GW look reasonable.
Unironically, which is very fucking depressing because that's a very, very, very high bar to meet. But what I absolutely love is the fact that, okay, they probably recognized that they were going to do 3D printing to some capacity. Why did you make it a squad tactical game then? Like, what reason do I
Not just that, why do you sell your assets for pennies on the dollar? Because when you sell your assets, when you sell your miniature STL files, they will end up on the internet and they will undercut your manufacturer.
Apparently someone asked them about this and they're kind of in this we'll wait and see mindset about it, and I'm like, what do you mean you're in wait and see?
Yes, they will wait and see how much they will be pirated. But then again, if I was a manufacturer and somebody came to me that we want you to manufacture these products, but we are going to also sell the digital file of these products, I would show them the door that it's not worth to me the effort to put something into production that can be obtained for a fraction of my cost, and that would make me look bad.
Absolutely, and like you can see the argument of, well, 3D print, like even with just art, like people can 3D print their own stuff based off the art and then go, oh, this isn't a Trench Crusade mini, this is a Ditch Jihad mini.
I am absolutely stealing that.
Wait a minute! I think I was in that battle. Hang on.
Fucking Ditch Jihad.
In the Battle of Ditch Jihad.
You mean the early 2000s?
Yeah, pretty much.
In the same vein as like Battle Maze 40 million, which is what, like one of the names people will use for. Yeah, this is literally just a space. Like this is literally just a Space Marine Gravis Captain with like one or two slight differences. Like literally just the old school Marine helmet on a Primaris Gravis body. And it's called a general in Battle Space 40 million or something like that. Same thing. It's literally just like a new Antioch squad, but it's Neo Acre from Ditch Jihad, and like you can't stop that. You can't stop the internet. So I could see them trying to do the STLs is like, okay, there's no like we should try to do STLs because that's cheaper, and then maybe we do something with the minis like something. But what they should have done, what they absolutely should have done, is instead of focusing on how to avoid people making STLs and like practical reasons, you should have just like made people want to support you. Because it like people Games Workshop was a good company with maybe drop the prices by like $20-$30. If Games Workshop was a good company slamming out banger after banger after banger, giving the fans what they want, people wouldn't be doing STLs. People wouldn't be doing 3D printing to the same extent they've been. The only reason they're doing this is because Games Workshop is a shitty fucking company. Like they don't even make money well. They don't even like take advantage of the workers well because they're actively driving their customers away, and the only reason they haven't been taken out yet is their competition are fucking retarded. French Crusade, Ditch Jihad, clear as day, proving this.
Well, that's what I said about me. I was at my local game store probably every weekend at one point, right? Buying something or picking something up, and then 2 months go by, and then I go in to go pick up 2 books that I ordered a month apart. Dude, it was fucking empty. And the only people that were in there were like a group of teenagers that only knew about Games Workshop from Space Marine 2. So outside of myself, that was it. And then the manager. I was like, yeah, this is bad.
Well, I mean, realistically, in the tabletop minis market right now, what's the real competition to Games Workshop? It's BattleTech and Trench Crusade.
Ditch Jihad.
Ditch Jihad.
And both of those companies are proving to be worse.
Yeah, Catalyst is shitting the bed just like Games Workshop is, so.
And how is
And
something
Catalyst
competition that is half a year away for release?
And Catalyst had, I mean, they had a money pot sitting on their hands, and because there was a time here in the United States that BattleTech was much bigger than Warhammer, and for something like 10-15 years, when the IP had no steward, nobody was really in control of it, the fans kept it alive. And Catalyst Game Lab decided to go full full activist. So
Okay, fine, they didn't. Jesus.
Metro wants to drop words. He knows Metro wants to say Hungarian things, and he's telling him no.
No.
Rolls up a newspaper.
I love that. Someone needs to edit that. It's just get Metro to say a bunch of oh, I want to say something bad. I really want to say something bad, and just looking down and I'm like, no.
Bad Metro.
No.
I was talking to the dog.
From A Dog's Purpose.
And it's all disappointing too because I really enjoyed the game. What was it? It was an Amnesia spinoff. The Bunker. That's what it was. And I thought that and I thought Trench Crusade was going to be The Bunker, but on a global scale.
It's a bunker.
The Bunker.
The creative team had the exact same problem. Had the exact same problem that the Helldivers dev team had. They're fucking nerds, and they don't understand how to sell a product.
Yep.
I say that with every ounce of hostile intent I can towards nerds, myself included. Y'all don't fucking know how to talk to people, so you probably should hire someone who does when you're trying to sell a product.
I've already explained the correlation between nerddom and progressives, so there's that.
But nerds should be good with maths.
Is it normal
And these fucking nerds are not.
Yep.
Is it normal what?
Is it normal that during their first Kickstarter, they didn't even have the artists locked down yet?
No, it's not.
No,
No, it's not.
That's absolutely complete. Like, if you're doing a Kickstarter, you should fucking have, like, in my opinion, if you're going to do a Kickstarter, you should at the bare minimum have something you can give people as like a bare minimum. Well, we didn't meet our goal, but you still gave money. Here you go.
Yeah, because the more I find out about the development of this whole thing, the more scuffed it looks. Like, they didn't have the artists locked down, because in the same post that they said that there's heroes on both the human and hell side, they mentioned, like, yay, we finally got an artist. And I think they were still only midway through writing the rules.
I mean, there is a reason that everything comes out in half a year. Next year, July or June.
I don't think it will even be ready then.
It's gonna be.
It won't be ready then because they have a campaign book also that because they made so much money they are also doing.
I guarantee what they'll offer.
What?
What they'll offer is, I'm trying to tell you, shut up.
Not you. Come here.
What they'll offer is a PDF.
Yep.
That seems right.
They will not be able to get it to the printers in time.
Moxie.
Because it's what, a physical art book and a physical rule book?
Yeah.
For both versions?
They would have to get the proofs. They would have to create it. It would have to be double checked. Then it has to be printed. Then it has to be shipped. And if they've never done anything like it, they're going to make a shit show of it. Every company does the first time they come out with something.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes, and it will be also fucking expensive because how many backers we are talking about? 20,000 about. That's.
It would be funny if, like, I don't want. There's a part of me that it's like stupid and doesn't want to see it all fail because there are innocent people who just want to play a game.
You're a nice person, that's why. I'm an asshole.
At the same time, how amazing would it be if this all crashed and burned and we can throw back in certain people's faces their constant insults at Grums and his whole game. Like, I don't give a rat's ass about him and his game, but they keep bugging him, like certain people in the Wokehammer circles keep bugging him and saying, you never released your game. And it would be so funny if we could throw Trench Crusade back in their faces like that.
So are you talking about somebody that their name rhymes with Porn Dween Maya?
It's ringing a bell.
Okay.
I
mean, just think about the money they burned. If this crushes and burns.
Right, because didn't they make didn't they hit 2 million?
Wheezy needs
3.3. 3.3.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And 3.3.
So
see, okay, I kind of hope, and this is me being a complete utter evil. Okay, there's two parts of me. One, there's the part that wants the Trench Crusade devs to realize how badly they fucked up, and then do an actual, like, we are actually sorry to all the people we burned. Have this as a consolation. Please come back and support us. We are legitimately sorry, because I do love the idea of the setting. I just hate the execution so far.
Yeah, they're going to have to completely rework the setting, at least as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. Then there's the part of me that has been waking up over the last year that is just a completely evil, vindictive son of a bitch, who wants them to go full Orion Akaba with just how fucking bad they go. Don't even BLM buying mansions rather than spending it on social works level mismanagement. Just completely.
Oh, so you're on my side of this. Okay.
Drain their fucking supporters dry of everything. Completely fucking bankrupt some people, and then it comes out, these people are completely incompetent. They don't know what the fuck they're doing, and they spent all your money so you can't get a refund. Have fun, bitch.
Yeah, now it's lawsuit time.
No.
Because what is it, like 18 minis a faction, and there's only like 5 at the moment?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But it will ultimately end up bankrupting somebody. Because just that 3.3 million, majority of it will go to the manufacturer of the minis to fulfill the orders, plus shipping. The rest will go to the printer to print the books and ship them out. And they have to pay the commission of the artist, the miniature designers.
Warehousing, logistics, shipping contracts, transportation issues, raw materials.
Yeah, people don't realize how expensive
fulfillment, and then troubleshooting. And also,
it's going to be fucked up. It's going to be fucked up the first time.
Oh yes. And printing fuck-ups are always costly. And not just 3D printing, but physical book printing.
Yeah, I was going to say the physical book printing is just wow.
And the shipping cost of those books will be through the roof, because it's not a brief, it's not an envelope. It will be a package.
It has to be a box. It has to be a semi-rigid or semi-rigid packaging. Yeah.
Games Workshop still can't get the fucking printing right.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Send a shitty little pamphlet. Unless you spend $60 and they send this shitty little 20-page tissue paper pamphlet.
Okay, there is one thing they could say that I just read. Get out of the way, dumbass. There is one thing I could say. What they'll do is they'll say, "Hey, we decided to help save the environment. We're just gonna send you a PDF. That's cool, right? Right?
We'd lap it up.
We would, yeah. We would find it funny as shit. And what could they really say? Because that's literally feeding into their weirdness.
Well, here's the thing, is that they would still be okay with it. Because at this point, the only reason half those people even like it at this point is because of what happened, and they view it as the chuds losing.
And I'm not going to say I haven't done the same thing, because literally the only reason I bought Hogwarts Legacy was because of everybody reading and losing their shit over it.
I mean...
Did you guys see their TV tropes page?
No.
Uh-uh.
What?
Yeah, Trench Crusade has a TV tropes page. And it's very clearly written by a lefty.
Why?
You can find it.
I want to read this.
Does it call people Yahtzees?
It definitely uses bigots more than once.
Wow.
Oh my god.
So it's coping and saving.
Talking about all the failures of Trench Crusade and all the logistical problems they're going to run into, it reminds me, and I'm sure I'm not the only person who knows this game, Battle Brothers.
I've heard of it, but I don't know anything about it, unfortunately.
I do. If you're a fan of dark fantasy, like the Black Hearts novels from Warhammer or the Black Company, I do recommend it. And so it's the first game of from my understanding, it's a group of friends were like, hey, we want to make a low fantasy, dark fantasy, mercenary squad level tactical game, and they come in with all of these ambitious plans and stuff like that, and they run into the problem of, okay, there are certain things that we simply cannot do. They originally wanted to start off with full limbs, arms, torso, head, fully animated guys, and they realized for the level of authenticity to medieval armor variants and stuff like that, all the details they wanted to include, that was not viable. So instead of just going, oh, well, I guess we can't make this work, or bankrupting themselves, they adjusted the art style to something a lot more simple. They adjusted the mechanics. They adjusted the map. They came into a problem and then fixed it. And then, once they had a solid core concept ready to rock and roll, and they knew what they were going to do, they got funding then. Trench Crusade has basically just been, I have this idea, let me get money before I continue. And it's completely batshit crazy. Thank you, Rune Song. Oh, for the link. I'm reading it now.
Oh, sure. Yeah, the two that caught my eye were Friendly Fandoms.
I'm sorry, but I don't want my grimdark humans versus hell fantasy setting to be family friendly or community friendly at all.
What it says is Trench Crusade has gotten quite a bit of positive attention from fans of Warhammer 40k due to the grimdark setting and militaristic and religious symbolism and similar demonic foes. It helps that the lead designer of the game and others on the design team have worked on Warhammer properties in the past, and their inspiration is clearly on display here. And then the one that really got me, misaimed fandom. There have been a few cases of alt-right bigots deciding that Trench Crusade is a less woke.
No.
Is a
This
less
one's
woke version of 40K.
I wear alt-right. I wear alt-right like a fucking badge of honor because that is objectively where I am at this point.
No, this is the one that gets. This is the one that gets me. It also helps that the Sultanate is among the least evil factions in the game.
Yes. Let's not piss off.
Eat a bigger dick.
Let's not piss off the wrong group now.
Yeah, and it continues. These people have generally been banned from the official Discord server for bigotry. Needless to say, the extreme religious fanaticism present in the game's lore does not represent the views of the developers.
Well, you were pretty radically hate-mongering there, Runezone.
I know. How dare I talk about...
Would you say, music? What's going on? What's up?
I said hi, I put a couple of raised eyebrow emojis, and I talked about music.
Bigot.
I am so alt-right.
I mean, what?
Sorry.
The first one what got stuck in my throat was the artillery witch has the most recognizable unit in the game, with numerous memes and pieces of fan art. Where?
I don't see any of these memes and fan art.
They're probably all on the Discord. They don't wander off.
That's because you've been blocked, bigot. That's all I got.
I mean, where the fuck are the people who backed this game, backed this Kickstarter, and where the fuck are they making noise for it, or are they just...
It's a jerk-off on the Discord.
Yep.
Yes. Well then, good luck, good fucking luck.
That's why...
20,000 people all over the globe.
I can tell when people are arguing about it, because I'll get a spike in views on my video that I did during the fucking Discord shit. The views will go like, whoop, and I'm like, oh, well, people are talking about it again.
I'm hopping on YouTube. I'm just going to type in Trench Crusade and see how long it takes to find your video.
Last time it was towards the top.
Major Kill, Katiri, Rogue Hobbies, Dreadanon, Discourse Minis.
Oh, the Major
Fuck
Kill.
that bitch.
Didn't Major Kill basically drag it a little bit?
Blue Boy.
I don't know. I don't want his brain rot in my head.
I don't either, but apparently he did a video recently about it, and they were all going, "See, Major Kill loves us," and apparently somebody's like, "You didn't actually watch the video, did you?"
Well, now there's already fucking...
That was Kia. That was Kia going, Major Kill's a cool dude, and look at, like, he's supporting us, and then everyone fucking lambasts her. By the way, Kia, I don't think Major Kill's the kind of person you want to hype up as cool, because he's a damn hypocrite, he's a damn liar, and he's pretty much only major contribution that people seem to praise is the fact that he commissions pornography.
Oh, okay. Shadow, if you're looking at YouTube right now, type in Trench Crusade Discord, tell me what your top 3 things are.
Alright, let me do that. Trench Crusade Discord.
Ditch Jihad.
The third is John Bell Arose, and I take the 5th on Who Number 2. Wow, 15,000 views. Good job, Combat.
Yeah.
Nice.
But it's funny that it's Arch, me talking about what happened, and the third one is John De La Rose talking about Kaya being a fucking crazy stalker.
Probably a lot. There's probably a lot of hate watches in there too. So, which hate watch is still a watch. So.
Well, also, yeah, exactly, because it pushes. Because the thing is, okay, it doesn't matter. It ultimately doesn't matter if they have like, let's say, by some fucking impossible line of logic, Oakhammer, the Wokies have exactly 50 men, 50 women. Our side only has 50 men, 50 women. If we never engage with their content and they constantly come and brigade our content, we're going to be seen as bigger, and then our content is going to be shown to the normies.
Oh, you said bigger.
And the normies are going to see us as the normal side. And then the Wokies they're going to go in and see the Wokies being batshit crazy and go, what the fuck is wrong with you people? It doesn't even matter if some of them are just like Kia is not to the same level of bad as Shane or Bitch or Serb. Kia is just a fucking... She's an e-thought at the end of the day. She's not that morally compromised beyond
I don't even consider her that. I think she just has enough of a following that whatever she latches onto, that following just sort of goes along with it.
Simp's gonna simp.
She's gonna end up being the source of another something gate. I swear to goodness.
No, once the clout dries up from this, it's gonna be something else.
But she got boobs. Nobody else has boobs.
Yeah, she shows her pussy on stream all the time.
Yeah, 40-year-old woman with saggy tits.
Which, why would you do that if you have a kid?
Metro.
I mean,
oh God, Metro.
This is why I was talking about Swanee, and I was like, I'm sorry, but I wish I had started my streaming career as a woman. Because
I mean, you could still be one, yeah.
That's true. I could.
2024.
You could get those sweet progressive bucks.
Weezy, you have the jawline for that.
I got the beard for it too.
If my recent Angron video, if I'd used a freaking woman voice changer on that thing would have like 3 times the likes. It'd be easily in the 2,000 range.
Oh, it absolutely would. I mean, it's just a fact.
If my mic was better, it'd be in the 2,000 range. On God.
I mean, it's
do the voice changer then. Let's see.
I could try that.
No.
Hi.
No. I would just pay.
Jesus.
I would just write a script and pay Gaunt, Rune Song, Swanee, Alex. I'd just pay a woman to record it as opposed to using a fucking voice.
No.
The Rune Swan.
That's like a ship name, y'all.
I'm sorry.
No.
My inability to.
And now we are going to start shipping Rune Song with Swanee.
Oh no.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Go.
It all
This
started
is
with
first
Brangelina
mission.
and went downhill from there.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. What do you have to say for yourself, Shadow?
We'll show you one.
The correct answer is I regret nothing.
Swanee, if you're watching this, we love you and we fully support your new relationship.
Mazel tov.
Ding chilling. Watch out, ding chilling.
I can't move
What
the
did you
window.
buy again?
Ah, gay.
Oh yeah, ding chilling.
I was trying to open up my voice mod fucking application. Apparently, I've broken somehow.
Yeah, you actually talked to it.
No, I used it for my Space Marine VR chat video way back when.
Way back when. Back in the before days when Trench Crusade, back when combat was excited for Trench Crusade. I cannot speak English right now.
It's Jihad, damn it!
It's Jihad.
You came up with that. Now you got to use it.
Yeah, no.
I'm sorry.
Them's the rules.
Dead naming it. I'm sorry. It's Ditch Crusade. I keep
Dead naming, no.
Ditch Jihad. Just think about how many tranny flock to that game, and the Ditch Jihad games, Ditch Jihad name makes even more sense.
Speaking of Jihad.
Oh, I'm excited. What's this meme? Oh no, it's okay. That was just gone.
No, just speaking of Jihad and like the Sultanate and everything, I love the hypocrisy where they keep throwing in our faces like, oh, this whole setting is to make fun of you fundamentalist Christians or whatever the hell. And meanwhile, people are getting banned for not speaking a very particular way about that faction.
Oh.
Like, you can't, about that faction or other pagan factions. Like that one guy that got banned for merely suggesting that if the Aztecs were still around, they would have sided with Hell.
Oh, hell is human.
Or what about the people?
Sorry, Pug.
What about the people who got banned simply for asking what the hell was going on?
Yeah, like poor Alex.
It's yeah, like I like the Point Rune song about how they're like, oh, we're commenting on like religion and how it's bad. Okay, so are we allowed to talk about how the Aztecs would unironically worship the devils because they act just like their gods do? Well, no, because that's insulting Native Americans. Okay, so could we talk about how the Asatru might get a resurgence because of their Grand Bloods and all that? Well, no, because that's insulting pagans. Could we talk about how marginalized groups like, say, gypsies and Jews might be blamed for the demonic and they may turn to the demons for protection? No, because that kind of gives credence to certain bad things that happened in history. Can we talk about how the Iron Sultanate would be doing just as bad things as the rest of humanity to survive? No, because we don't want to get firebombed by radicals. And we talk about the Mongols. No, because that kind of fucks our entire, like, setting. We didn't really consider that the Mongols would come out of nowhere. Like, we actually didn't really put a lot of thought into this setting. We just kind of wanted to say Christianity bad. Can you just get off our back, please?
Like, I'm not opposed to the idea that the Sultanate would ally with the Christian factions just out of pure desperation. Like, that is narratively interesting to me. But now I have no desire to delve deeper because of the way they've acted.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's very cringe.
It also does not preclude there being conflict between the Iron. Like, you can still have, because think about it, most of these societies would still be very decentralized. Like, even in World War I and World War II, like, even with radios and stuff like that, like, yeah, just because I could send an order to someone doesn't mean I can actually enforce my hold over a territory. So you absolutely could still have in Trench Crusade, like, very zealous Iron Sultanate guys raiding New Antioch territory and vice versa, going, yeah, the devils are the real problem, but those guys over there, I don't like them.
If we hold this land, we'll do a better job.
Right, there could be sub-factions doing God knows what.
Literally.
Exactly. And that goes back to the freaking Aztec thing. Like, I remember talking with Hulis about, like, you literally could have the demonic Mesoamericans, which are possessed by the demons, but then not all Mesoamericans were on board with the Aztecs. It literally could be you've got the evil, corrupt ones use the power of the devils to do more evil and corrupt things, and then groups like the Tlaxcala, who supported the Spaniards and resisted the evil Aztecs, and yes, the Aztecs were evil, fuck you if you say otherwise, and you could have them being good, like, maybe they have more virtuous and, like, kind of like what happened to the Irish deities, where they became saints of Christianity. Same thing. You have the Tlaxcala versions of the Aztec gods basically become, like, saints of the Metachrist, and then you have the evil demons basically take up the mantle of the Aztec gods. And you could have good Aztecs and bad Aztecs. You could have good gypsies, bad gypsies, good pagans, bad pagans. You could have good, bad Christians. Like, you could do all of this stuff if you just get over the idea of Christianity bad, everything else good.
Yeah.
Look,
well, that's not going to happen, so park that horse and buggy by the side of the road.
I'm fully aware. I gotta bring this one.
Yes,
Sorry.
because that would require actual literacy and not just media literacy.
I gotta go, guys, but y'all have a good time. Thanks for letting me sit in and lurk. I know I didn't contribute a whole heck of a lot, but ditch jihad is the funniest thing I've heard all night. So
I'll be back in
that.
They're gone.
Take care.
Hashtag ditch jihad. Bye.
Have a good one.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never seen a startup company tank their brand so fucking fast.
Oh, to me, they tanked it as soon as they expressed support for what 28 did.
Yeah, I know. That's
was
about where it all went downhill.
Literally, all they had to do in that situation is go, we do not, like, all they had to do. It is 28's Discord server. We do not condone it, nor do we condemn it. It is, if they want to run their server that way, run their server the way they want to run it. That is not our place.
Yep.
We will be making our own Discord server, and if you would like to continue supporting our product, join us there, and then don't do what 28 did.
Right, and if anything, it sounds like they doubled down.
Huh.
Yeah.
Because they're fucking retarded.
Why?
Like, I don't know if they've changed it since then, but within weeks of the new server opening, someone had sent me a screenshot of them basically banning memes. And I'm like, really?
Are you gonna put my leather stuff back?
You can't even just put up a benign meme anymore?
Well, I mean, and also, they doubled down on it by, hiring Kia.
Oh God.
And all the other creeps from 28.
Look, I'm just saying. It looks like a lot of that strong arming is going away. For lack of a better term, I don't know what else to call it, where, progressives are a good chunk of nerddom, right? And I don't know. I think people are starting to realize that isn't a sustainable business model at this point.
No.
Mm-hmm.
And, of course you're going to have the ones that double down on it. They're not going to change because that is their ideology, right? But I don't think, especially after this year, I think it's going to be less prevalent than it was the last few years. And you can see that now with all the people that are, scrambling to blue sky to go live in a bubble.
It's going to take a long time to purge this stuff from nerd spaces.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's going to go away.
Oh, yeah.
But they've had the upper hand for the last few years with no pushback.
Few decades.
Remember Combat, they started this back, Antonio Gramsci wrote his fucking book in the late 1800s, early 1900s. They've been enacting this shit in the United States, in the Western world, since the 20s, maybe even earlier.
Oh yeah, I mean,
what we're seeing now is just the actual attempt. Yeah,
I'm fully aware that ideological subversion is very much in play.
and they recognize, again, Gramsci, and I'm literally parroting Arch right now, so that's funny. They recognize that if you have alternatives to their system, you will seek to make those alternatives. So you have to corrupt everything, absolutely everything. And the problem is, had they waited till Gen Alpha was my age, it might have gotten away with it.
Yeah.
It might have fucking gotten away with it, but they got too fucking impatient, and they pulled the trigger, and they missed.
Kitty.
And now guys like me with haircuts like me are we're the market now. It's gonna,
speaking of the age thing,
I'm gonna call y'all Spencerlings.
Spencerlings, no.
I don't know.
But yeah, speaking of the age thing, just recently I went to the one of the Transformers conventions, and the age breakdown was pretty interesting. So anybody who was over 40 and especially over 50 were just normal people. And then you've got this chunk in the middle that are all blue-haired, dyed men in dresses and women trying to look like dudes and failing because they've still got they're still buying girly merch and stuff.
Well, millennials,
if you go down,
millennials are a mixed bag at this point.
They really are. And Artist Alley was 2/3 women with Pride merch in Transformers. And
it is trans. I mean,
how dare you? But it was funny because anyone under 16 were just normal kids. So it's possible that this stuff will age out. I'm sure something stupider will take its place at some point. But it was kind of encouraging seeing that all of the kids there were just normal kids.
It's mainly a good chunk of millennials and Zoomers that make up this. It's the ass end of Zoomers, right? I'm not saying all Zoomers.
I think my age demographic is the first group that are starting to be bit 21, 22, 23, I think that's the ones that are
whereas on
in the we started to be conservative line, and then everything else is basically just a millennial.
Whereas on the higher end of millennials like I am, or I guess no, I'd be on I'm be the ass end of
the oldest millennials are 42.
Yeah, see, I'm about to be 40, so
yeah, you're still a millennial, you little punk ass.
Yeah. Yeah.
Older millennials are basically Gen X, and then older Zoomers are basically millennials.
I'm just shy of Gen X, unfortunately.
And just remember, we hate all of you. Gen X, we hate all of you.
We grant you the status of old fuck, but you have a seat. You have the seat on the Council of Old Fuck, but you do not have the privilege of being Gen X.
Yeah, I didn't make it to the Metamucil Council like CDAT did.
Oh my god.
So
Keep talking shit, motherfucker.
Also, to like kind of compound what Runesong was saying, the big reason why Gen Alpha is minus their crippling fucking tech addiction.
See that? I'm just waiting for your life alert to go out during stream.
Oh, I left it on your mom's nightstand.
Oh,
damn.
That's unfortunate. I don't wish that on anybody.
Maybe you can share colostomy bags.
You know, the crazy, like, the leftists and all that, their ideology is literally don't have kids.
Yeah.
Like, they are so fucking high on nihilism. They are so addicted to nihilism like, they will lace their fucking butt plugs with nihilism before they shove them up there. That's how addicted to nihilism they are.
And that's just it. It's like...
They're taking themselves out of the gene pool.
I am so sick of hearing, oh, this is the worst time to be alive. Bitch, please. This is not even close to being the worst time to be. Okay.
Okay, actually, it depends. Do you want to be a comfortable little weak piece of shit? Then it's the best time. If you want to, 1950s to 2010, I would say is probably the best time. But for the leftist ideology, this is the best time ever to be alive. Absolutely. Someone like me who wants to be fucking Julius Caesar. Who wants to struggle in that way? Who wants to die? Well, I don't want to die, but you get my point. This is the worst time. Send me back to the 1860s. I want to be in the cavalry when they send me off to war. I want a good steed under me like my forefathers before.
You say that, but I'm going to be brutally honest with you, because you say it a lot. You have no fucking idea. You have no fucking... You really do not. You say you want that because it's easy to say because you've never lived that life. It is easy to say when you...
I was going to say, full transparency, I've got absolutely no fucking clue what I'm going to be in that situation. You don't know... When you enter the Crucible, you've got no idea what you're going to be like when you come out.
That's right.
That was me turning on the edgelord a little bit.
A lot of it. That was a lot of it.
You'll be the community twink.
You'll be the Bin Laden guy's mistress.
Jesus Christ.
That was fucking hilarious.
I will say, Shadow's got a cute face. I don't know how long he'll last.
I don't know about that haircut, but
you got a real pretty mouth, boy.
I'm gonna send him to send you down to the swamps of Louisiana. You got to survive there first, and then we'll see what happens.
Squeal like a pig, boy.
I wanted to say that.
For those who don't get that joke, there's no explaining it.
Metro's been fucking censoring himself.
Oh yeah, he has.
This is censoring?
For him?
Yes.
For him, yes.
He's Hungarian.
Damn.
Bro, speaking of Hungarian, I showed my coworker that fucking song that you linked, Metro. About fucking Santa Claus fucking drinking bleach or whatever the fuck it was.
No.
Oh no, it's Santa Claus shitting on the presents.
Yeah, that.
Of little kids.
Oh, by the way, a game I'm playing, they have some little mushroom people running around, and they named them Fungarians.
Oh my god.
I need to get a screenshot and send it to Metro. Let's see if it's family.
It's just like that fucking video game, that game on Steam that I linked that I said was,
Vivat Slovakia.
Yeah, that shit. I still haven't bought it. I'm buying that over Thanksgiving. I'm gonna play
Viva
that.
Slovakia?
Yeah.
Viva Slovakia!
It's supposed to be like Grand Theft Auto, but in 90s era, Slovakia.
Yeah, that's just driving around, isn't it?
So, if you've seen Euro Tour... Okay, who here has seen Euro Tour, I think?
Euro Tour?
Eurotrip?
Eurotrip, yes, where they take a wrong turn and end up in Bratislava.
Bratislava!
Okay, he's correcting him now.
So who has seen it?
Me.
Only you, Vizzy?
I've seen bits and pieces, yeah, but a long time ago.
I was already ready to buy a Vondersex t-shirt so I could wear it to work.
I mean, that part was pretty spot on after the wall came down.
Which part? Wait, the Vondersex part or the Bratislava part?
The Bratislava part.
Okay, good. The guy gives him a nickel, and he's like, I opened my own hotel.
I mean, when the wall first came down, that's not far from the truth in some areas.
Yeah, they have something like $1.80 or some shit, and they end up getting, like, treated like royalty.
Well, they were still trying to figure out, like, when I went to Russia, there really wasn't an established exchange rate. So it was like, literally, the bank's like, okay, well, here's a pile of rubles. Is this enough?
The irony is that whenever Metro speaks German, all I can think of is the truck driver from that movie that's all hopped up on schnapps and speed.
That's pretty common. That's not unusual. In fact, they would probably elect that person mayor.
Sorry, I have to sit here and keep my cat entertained, or else she'll fucking claw me to death.
I can make it. Never mind.
Dance, human dance.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hey, Cab, all cats are bastards.
I can hear fucking Metro typing, and I'm scared.
Remember, all cats are actually conservatives. Everybody says dogs are, but dogs are actually very liberal. Cats are conservative as fuck.
I mean, listen, cats would be gods.
Cats think they are gods.
I was going to say, you've met mine, I see.
I remember seeing a magnet somewhere that said dogs have humans and cats have staff.
That's not a lie.
I hate the fact that Metro and I are the only ones that have seen Euro Trip.
I'll see if I can find it. I'll rewatch it.
I'm gonna put a clip in the...
I saw it years and years ago.
See, the thing you have to remember is I used to watch a lot of movies and I used to drink heavily. So
yeah.
And in my defense, I think this movie might be older than me.
Oh, it is.
It's a year younger. It is a year younger than me.
I've got shoes older than you.
I mean,
it's not a problem.
I mean, any movie worth watching is older than you, Shadow. So.
The Northman is younger than me.
The North? Oh, yeah.
Not by much. I mean, my cat's a significant portion of your age, I believe.
I mean, the Northman is just mock that, so.
Like, my vacuum cleaner is about as old as me. I'm fully aware of that, CDOT. I'm aware of how young I am compared to everyone. And I hate it.
So I'm concerned at this point because, and this is completely off track, like off topic. The guy that lives on the left side of me got laid off like a month ago.
Oh.
And then the guy that lives on the right side of me just told me he got laid off yesterday. So I'm smack dab in the middle of two people that have been laid off.
Oh no!
And I still have a job, fortunately. I hope.
Clams to the left.
Well, it's time. It's time to. It's time to buy those. What are those apartments? And expand your, museum.
Mm-hmm. Or I could just sell my Dawn of Fire fucking collection.
Well, you have the last one.
What about the
end? Well, it's not even out yet.
Yeah, it's not out yet.
So buy it and then sell it.
Yeah.
And just.
Then I have to sell the whole thing.
Just open up your place and, charge $1 a head, museum.
Yeah.
Museum is shit. Nobody else.
Hey.
I could do the same thing with the digital library. I could load them out. Got enough of them at this point.
Bro, freaking Combat rents his apartment out for field trips. It's a museum and petting zoo.
Or rents it out as a I don't know, scene for a hoarder.
Okay, when you first started saying that, I heard something completely different. So I'm glad you.
Bro, now I'm just imagining Combat standing out in front of his apartment with like a ticketer, and he's charging kids $5 to enter in, and then he just gives them a tour of his hallway.
No, it's no.
I guarantee. Look, let me put it this way. The last time I went to the art museum, they have a very tiny Japanese section, or actually they just call it the Asian section.
Is that racist? It's very tiny because it's Japanese, or
no? It was like a mixture of China, Japan, Korea, whatever. Like,
he was going to say Jap.
But I was going through there with my wife, and I was like, "Oh, I have one of those. Oh, yeah, I got one of those too." She was just like, "How much money have you been spending?"
And you just said, "None of your business, woman."
Pretty much, yeah, along those lines, but without the woman part. Just like I have disposable income for things that aren't Warhammer now.
Yeah, exactly. Ever since I found that book lending place, I've had more disposable income for other shit.
Book lending?
She asks, have you been spending more or less on this than Warhammer?
Who, me?
Your wife just like randomly one day goes, "Hey, so did you spend more or less money than you
less
now?" You're spending less, really?
Substantially less.
How?
Dude, I was buying all kinds of Warhammer shit, dude. Do you not see behind me?
I see behind you, but how is buying actual medieval weaponry cheaper than the plastic crack addiction?
That's how insane GW's prices are.
Yeah.
He can't tell you because then you might snipe all of his potential purchases.
True, I'm looking at one right now.
And that's because GW, like any good dealer, counts you by the grams and not by kilos.
Yeah. Which, it's interesting to see all these new box sets coming out and all the people going, "Oh!" And I'm like, nah.
What's that sound again?
Woo!
Please, somebody clip
it was a dog whistle.
It really was, literally.
That's the Weeby pillar coming out.
Sorry,
I just said that's the Weeby pillar coming out.
Yeah.
To answer your question about lending library, it's digital books, and they lend them on a permanent basis.
Oh. Okay.
I don't want to say anymore.
No, I got you. Say no more.
I will say about the new releases, and I mentioned this on Twitter. This is probably wishful thinking, but it's possible GW recognized their fuck-ups and are actively trying to recover, like, goodwill.
You're right, it is wishful thinking.
Yeah, it is.
It's wishful thinking. Because
no matter fucking what, I am, probably through eBay, getting that new Warp Spider Exarch.
That's not an Exarch, that's a Phoenix Lord.
Phoenix Lord, that's what I'm... The really cool new model, I'm charging it to Metro's credit card.
Good luck, I'm changing my card right now.
Don't worry, I'm in your walls.
I mean, listen,
given where he lives, that's probably plausible.
Yeah.
These releases, the Kriegers are always going to print money. Because they were a fan favorite when they were overpriced resin by Forgeward. And now they are moving into plastic. But for the same inflated prices, that was resin.
So are we going to talk about...
And the Elder stuff, it was 20 years overdue. Because the Warp Spiders were metal and later Faircast. The Swooping Hawks were metal and later Faircast.
So, I'm inclined to agree with Metro about it being overdue because along with all this shit that they just set out, you also had the sequel to fucking Double Eagle that people have been asking for fucking ever.
For 20 years also.
Yeah.
You know, there's other books that involve those characters too.
Yeah, but everybody was like, I want a direct sequel to Double Eagle. That was one thing that people have been asking for, and now they're doing it. Next, look, I'm just saying, if they put out another book after Talon of Horus, I might have to get reinvested again.
For those that liked Outgunned as well, there's a sequel to that, and 3 short books that involve. They're basically working towards making an omnibus out of Outgunned. So.
And there was also a new Minkalesque book. So I'm okay with that.
One of the things I hope they do is recognize that their current iteration of the old world is just completely fucked and go back to the days of good Warhammer Fantasy.
But that would involve them trying to get William King back.
They won't because they want to differentiate between Warhammer Fantasy and Age of Sigmar. And in Age of Sigmar you have the Lizardmen. In Age of Sigmar you have the Skaven. You can't have them. You can't have them in the what the fuck the yes the new Warhammer game. What is it called? The Old World. Yes, you can't because then you won't have you won't have the competing sale figures between systems because there will be cross pollination.
Yeah, I was just about to
cross
say,
contamination.
You could just buy a Skaven army and then use it for. Well, I mean, you can already do that with demons, honestly. Like, you could literally play demons in 3 of their game settings.
I was part of the people that wanted them to just roll like demons into one cohesive thing. That would be cool.
Well, it was one cohesive thing. Then they decided to fuck with it.
Yeah.
And from the Demons of Chaos came the Slaanesh demons, the Hedonites of Slaanesh, the Tsangors and what the fuck, those big shits. The
Tsangors and the big shits. That's my army now.
Beaked, not big.
Oh, I thought you said
Beaked.
big shits.
Hey, I thought he did too. And remember, the big shits fight in the ditch jihad. So,
and also how they differentiated between the Nurgle stuff. The Maggotkin, the demons, and whatnot.
What was that combat patrol that they put out for Nurgle?
And instead of making it a cohesive whole,
the Pus Masters.
Because the demons, in my opinion, would work best if all 4 Chaos Gods had their distinct speciality within one army, and it would also work well, or would be better, if the rivalries between the various Chaos Gods would be represented on the tabletop. For example, Khorne disliking Tzeentch because fuck your magic, you nerd, and Slaanesh disliking Nurgle because you can't fuck an open wound with teeth.
Never mind.
I have a mini for that.
I was gonna say,
you can if you're one of those really degenerate leftists who want a tranny girlfriend.
I was gonna say there are some there's some people that might disagree with that.
Yeah, but no, I absolutely agree with Metro. And like, think about the narrative. Like, if you have just chaos, like a single war book that's just chaos, which has Warriors of Chaos, the Khorne warriors, the Tzeentch warriors, then also like the other tribes, like the Norskins, the Kurgans, the different demons, cultists. Like, you have all of that under one thing, and then you basically just you can do whatever, you can build your warband however you want. But if you try to have, like, say, like too many Beastmen with too many Warriors of Chaos and too many Kurgan and too many Norskins, you'll have massive debuffs unless you've got like a really, really high level Lord to like manage them all. Or you go like hard onto one and get some pretty damn good bonuses for hyper focusing on one. That would, like, the amount of flavor that you could get from a book like that would be freaking awesome to see. But that requires too much thinking and also would not make them a lot of money because that's one $60 book rather than 40 $60 books.
Yeah, that's how I feel about, like, even, and surprisingly, I know most people like it. You know that book, The Lords of Silence?
Yes.
I don't think so.
I have the limited edition.
Yeah, I do too. The
How much did you pay for it?
I think I paid like $80 for it. But that's because I bought it before the COVID boom of ridiculous prices.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that was one of my I need to have it things. Just because it's one of the better, well-written Death Guard books, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know why they can't recreate that formula. Well, I do know why, actually.
So they're ideologically compromised?
Yeah. If they could go back to that in terms of like chaos and chaos writing, I would be happy.
But it would require talent and money.
Yeah.
And the writers, well, understanding the setting.
But that's just it. Is a lot of those writers were there in that time period, and now it's like they just fucking chunked it for.
But you forget that they are middle class English liberals.
Yeah.
It was honestly probably a case of they've always had these ideas and they've always wanted to do these ideas, but they had someone there who was like, no, you're not gonna do that to the setting. Fuck you. That person gets removed, and that it's like Neil Druckmann was a part of the team for The Last of Us, or Dave Filoni was a part of the team for Star Wars: The Clone Wars, and there is a level of talent, like there is a level of skill and talent or whatever. Otherwise, they wouldn't have been on that team. But if you do not have someone there to control them and delegate them in a effective way, you get modern entertainment. And honestly, I think that's what it is. It's a lot of people who have the ability, but they have the ability to make something good, but they don't have the maturity nor the understanding of what makes something good to actually execute it.
Well, I didn't know Chris Wright is gone.
Like dead?
No. I mean, like he doesn't write for Black Library anymore.
Huh.
I did not know that. Huh. Who else is gone?
Oh, speaking of tabletop games, I'm currently working on one. Would anyone like to back my Kickstarter? I just need $3.3 million.
Okay. I got it. Give me like 2 weeks.
I just hope Gavtorp is gone also.
Yeah, he's gone. He went. Actually, he moved over to fucking Trench Crusade, I think.
You know, that's what I'm hoping for. That Trench Crusade becomes successful enough to attract these people on both sides of the equation, the creatives and the players.
Yeah, hold on. I may be wrong. He moved over to something that other people were excited about. Then he was just like, "Oh, yep, I'm not excited for that anymore." Well, he deleted his fucking social media account, so there's that.
The hell?
Yeah, after Trump won all those.
But you can find him. You can
Another Blue Sky crybaby.
Yeah.
You can find him on Blue Sky surfing, Kitty.
Yeah.
I'm not going to finish that.
Yeah, probably best.
Yeah, he was one of those that took off.
Oh, don't let the door hit your ass on the way out.
Okay, hold on.
I
Here we go.
think Graham McNeil is writing for them also.
Is he really?
I don't care enough to check the Kickstarter, but I do remember his name cropping up as one of the short stories as a Kickstarter reward.
I think that name in context of Trench Crusade does sound familiar. Hold on, I'll brave the fucking Trench
Oh,
Crusade
it was Conflict
page.
47. That's what he fucking
Oh.
joined up with. That's the one I was like, oh no. Because the Conflict 47 minis actually look fucking cool as a, you know...
I remember
War II
those.
aesthetic.
I remember those. Those were around when I was young.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, I was looking at the
guys,
Japanese army for that, and I was like, oh, this is Giga-based.
Guys, Trench Crusade has a Blue Sky account.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I cannot fucking wait. That's gonna come back to bite them in the ass. It's gonna be funny.
I'm perfectly fine with that happening.
Yeah, let them. See, and that's the funny thing is they keep freaking out. Like they'll say that it like they're not freaking out. It's a victory for them, but they're hyper vigilant about Chuds encroaching again. And I'm like, you know what? Let them continue to be paranoid about Chuds coming back for Trench Crusade while we go and actually better spend our time and money elsewhere.
While we actually work on other things. Like, I mean, okay. I know Az got something started, and I think that kind of died off. But, like, this inspired... Because I know Pug's also working on something. I'm working on something. I imagine Metro's working on something. But what this has done is inspired other people to make stuff, and at least one of those is going to, like, turn out to be a seller. And they're actively inspiring their own competition because of their shitty behavior.
Hell, I'm taking some of the characters I was going to write about and make my own thing.
Oh. You can pull a Jill Bear up and accidentally write a book?
Possibly.
I'm surprised you got that reference. Most people I make it to don't understand it.
Where? Is it this one?
I don't know.
Yeah.
What are you looking for?
What are you buying again, VZ?
Well, I can't buy it right now, but yeah, those look cool.
A scale replica of the Yamamoto. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Dude, those look so fucking cool.
Ah. Okay.
Now those look like what you upgrade to from traditional Little Green Army men.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think I can't remember if it's the German army or the Russian army that has like fucking zombie super soldier things.
For a split second, I thought all the little blast pieces were little Canadian Leafs.
What do the Americans get?
Hold on, I'll show you.
Oh, thank you, combat. Good combat. Happy combat.
U.S. starter army. I'm
gonna take if you ever get back into 40. Oh, sorry.
Is that
no,
it? Yeah.
I was gonna make a joke of like if you ever get back into 40K, like you could use your Japanese Imperial Army guys as like PDF equivalents, and then all these guys as like the elites and scions and stuff. Oh, the Americans get a mech and a fucking railgun tank.
Yeah.
Is this game relatively like untouched from modern day drama?
Yeah, pretty much. At least
awesome
until Gaththorpe gets his hooks into it. So, be nice to buy everything now.
So far.
Oh, speaking of
the Wokies will never find it because they're on Blue Sky.
Here you go, Shadow. Since you're a fan of U.S. mechs, there's another one.
Well, I'm just a lover of United States stuff in general, and I adore mechs and power armor because I'm a
there you go.
I'm a warm-blooded male.
Look at all that space for you to put iconography on there.
Not just iconography, pin-up girls also.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I gotta go take the dog out real quick.
Oh, is that from Ditch Jihad?
Ditch Jihad, yo, Ditch Jihad. I'm fucking do something with that name. Like that's gonna be in Free Barons. That's gonna be in Almalos. That's gonna be in something. I'm gonna use Ditch Jihad for something.
It'll also be such a great alternative for when we want to like talk shit about the game, but we also don't want the stalkers catching on, at least not right away. Alright, I need to walk Doggo, but I will be back.
Alright, enjoy Doggo. And then there were 4.
I'm going to be going silent for a bit because I'm going to finally have my dinner.
And then there were 3.
And I'm going to head out because it's almost 1 a.m., so...
Oh, you poor fucking European bastard.
Well, somebody has to be the poor European bastard on a panel full of Americans. Take care, everybody.
All right, take it easy, Fungarian.
Take care.
I'm gonna get a picture of that, of the Fungarians.
Looking forward to it.
Adorable little bastards.
Ciao.
Well, ciao. And then there were 3. Well, 2 technically, because C-Dot's eating.
I'm
getting rid of the... Oh, sorry.
Oh, I'm just wondering if whenever we see Kia talk about the game she's a community manager of, if we should just start calling it Cleavage Crusade.
Oh. Skank Crusade.
Skank Crusade. I feel, but I start to think about, like, I'll just think of, like, the kids of women like that, and it's just like, the internet's, like, somehow, some way, especially if that kid grows up to be a nerd, he will see pictures of his mom being just absolutely fucking ridiculed and being an absolute child. And he will have to deal with that.
Even worse, that kid will absolutely run across videos of his mom farting into a microphone for Sims.
Wait, she's done that?
At least. Wait, she.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Okay, I was gonna say,
okay.
no.
I was gonna say, wait a minute. That sounds like E-Thought shit. I wouldn't put it past her, but I didn't realize that's another vector of ammunition against her if that ever does happen. No, I'm thinking more also of like the like. Have you guys seen the articles of those OnlyFans kids? Like their mom does OnlyFans, and she'll get like they're 18, like they're adults, and she will. Like an OnlyFans model will get their child to record for them.
Oh God!
Have you seriously not heard of that?
No, that's just another level of degeneracy that.
Yeah. No, there's this one picture that like stands out to me where it was like the mom who looks like one of those stereotypical porn star bimbos. She's got 4 guys standing around her, and then the son holding the camera with like 1,000-yard stare, and the caption is like, I'm an OnlyFans model, my son helps me, and we're a perfectly happy family. Mm-hmm. And all of the guys are way darker than the son, which makes me think dad isn't in the picture.
Well, I mean, if mom's doing stuff like that, dad's probably not been thought of in years.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, she probably doesn't know who dad is.
The number of serial killers is going to skyrocket over the next couple of years because of that shit.
Yeah.
It's like every major serial killer, like, correct me if I'm wrong. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. Every major serial killer lacked a father figure. Every single one of them was raised by a single mother.
I'm not sure if that's true, but every one of them had some sort of parental issues. There's one that I know of that I can't remember the name of right now.
See that one.
Where he was raised by both parents, but both parents were incredibly abusive. So
there's a little bit. There's also some kind of sexual abuse involved.
If I remember right, it was just physical abuse in this case. And then I know he's not technically a serial killer because there's only
30 minutes.
there's only one. There's only one or two actual things attributed to the guy, but Ed Gein was like, just like unhealthily attached to his mother.
What happened? Where'd everybody go?
C-Dot had dinner. Rinson had to walk a dog. And Petro is currently in Germany time, so it's 1 a.m. for him.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. I was like, I left.
Sticking around.
I took 10 minutes, and then everybody disappeared.
Oh. And I was sticking around to let you know it's currently dinner time, and I'm probably 20 minutes behind making dinner. So I'm making Korean-style burgers.
Well, that's fine. That means that me and Buttpug can sit here and stare at each other on Discord.
Intently.
While furiously masturbating?
Hey, do I look like Destiny?
Yes.
Don't answer that.
No, you don't. You don't look like you wear butt plugs.
No, not if I can help it.
You look like you have a properly proportioned body as opposed to him, who looks like a fucking titan.
Yeah. But that's fine.
Titan, a Japanese titan.
It's 5:30 my time anyway, so if everybody's got to go, I am perfectly okay with it.
Yeah.
That gives me...
Yeah, streaming
just
2.5 hours.
Well, it gives me like a couple of... I was gonna say it gives me like 30 minutes of daylight left, so.
Oh, I was just gonna say real quick, since everybody's heading out, Destiny is like a tiny guy that looks like he should be built like he's like 7 foot tall.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, well, since everybody else is taking off, I'm gonna take off too. So.
Yeah, we did our thing, which is say whatever until we either run out of time or everybody's got to go like now. So I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll talk to you later.
I wonder if I can I do it? Kick! Oh, damn it. I was going to kick you from the server. Alright. Well, I guess it's time to call it a day. Now that everybody's left.